Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm just out for a little ride today, and I was riding along and I was thinking that I wanted to explain, in my opinion, why I think the Honda CRF300L may just be the best dual sport ever. And, you know, of course, this is just my opinion, and also this is also saying in its class. You can't compare it to a lot of them. But as far as dual sports in this class, and what you get for the price you pay, in my opinion, the CRF300L is the best dual sport ever made. There'll be a lot of arguments. A lot of people will agree. For one thing, this bike is so sought after that, you know, people want them so much that you can't keep them in shops, for one thing. I know we're having a hard time getting them, but they're still selling as fast as we can get them in the shops here in the United States and other countries. And for what you get for the price, for an all-around good dual sport, this is a electronic fuel-injected, water-cooled dual sport it's just got everything you need. It's great off-road, it's great on-road. In stock form, it's lacking a little bit in the tires and maybe a little soft on the suspension, but for the most part, I have no problem with the suspension at all. I never have. And depending on what you're doing, for the purpose Honda made this bike for, it's a great bike. They took the 250L, they totally redesigned it with a new frame. They made it lighter, a little bit better suspension. It's more dirt bike oriented. They've changed the whole styling of the bike. Lighter frame, lighter swing arm. They've changed a whole lot of things on this bike to make it better and make it improved over the 250L. And it's just an all-around great fun bike. This thing is took me now about 2,500 miles, and so far it's been flawless, and I'm sure will be for a long time to come. My CRF 250L that I had, it did for a lot of miles, and now I'm on the 300. Now, I'm not just saying this because of Honda. I've also owned Suzuki dual sports. I've owned Yamahas. I've owned a Kawasaki. I've pretty much owned everything through the years. And my last Suzuki was a DR650 SE. Great bike, just big and heavy. This bike is just lightweight. You can actually feel the difference in the weight of this bike compared to the 250L. You know, I don't know what it is, 20 pounds lighter or something, but you can really feel it. The bike feels a lot lighter, so you really notice that when you get on this bike. After you get off of the 250L onto this, you really notice the difference. If you get off of a DR650, there is a ton of difference in the weight and the way it feels. It has higher ground clearance, which is great for off-road. The styling of the bike is perfect. The ergonomics of everything is perfect. And you bundle all this together with a bike that's made by Honda and the engine that's bulletproof and going to last you pretty much, if you take care of it, it's going to last you your lifetime. It's just pretty hard to beat. And in my opinion, versus all the other bikes that you have out there, especially in this class, the Honda CRF300L, as I said, is the best dual sport ever. And I'm sure I'll get some argument about that, and that's fine because everybody has their opinion about it. Now, this is my opinion. So you can state your opinion below. Put the comments below what you think about this. Do you own the 300L? And this is talking about the 300L standard like this and the CRF300L Rally. Do you think that your 300L is the best dual sport ever? Or the best dual sport you've owned? So post your comments below. I really want to know, because this bike to me is the first bike I've had that, even with the 250L, this bike just gets funner and funner the more I ride it. It's almost like the bike fits so perfect that when you're riding it, especially off-road, it's like you and the bike are one. It is so effortless to ride and so smooth and so good at cornering and so good at handling, and you feel the light weight, and then it's got all that extra torque that the CRF 250L didn't have. That's what makes it such a great package. And for a price of like $50 more than the 250L was, it's pretty hard to say that this is not a better bike than the 250L. You can buy one of these, a lot of places around $5,200, $6,000 for the Rally, somewhere in there. Mine was $4,900, $4,940, and $53 out the door. For the price of this bike and what you get, it is extremely hard to beat this bike and say that it's not the perfect dual sport. especially for a lot of riders. This is going to be for most riders. Some people's going to want a lot more power. Some people's going to want something that's a lot more street oriented, or some people's going to want one that's a lot more dirt oriented. But these things are so popular and hard to find, and everybody buys them up and loves them so much because it's such a fun bike and such a perfect bike. Of course, it's like any other bike, you can do a lot of things to make it better and to fit you, which is what I've done. I don't need a lot, but I've added a few things that makes the bike where it's more perfect for my riding style and what I want to do and what I use a Dualsport for. And Dualsports have become pretty much of my life. I've rode everything from big cruisers to gold wings to all kinds of bikes, from dirt bikes to racing motocross or racing ATVs, and now I'm on the Dualsport. And this bike is the greatest thing I've ever had, no doubt about it. I have no, I hate to drive my vehicle. I have a little Ford Ranger, my wife has a Gladiator, but I hate to drive it because I want to ride this every single day. I just enjoy it that much. So when it's a day that's miserable, rainy, and lightning, and I got to head to work and I have to drive the Ranger, trust me, I don't want to. I want to ride this CRF300L because I like it that much. I just really enjoy it. Doesn't matter the weather, unless it gets too cold, like below 10 degrees gets a little too cold. But anyway, guys, comment below. Do you think that the Honda CRF300L is the best Dualsport ever, in your opinion, and for the size bike it is for this class, and for what you use it for? Is it the best Dualsport ever? Thank you guys for watching Woodzman Adventures. Click the thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Ride on.